Hello, my name is Vincent. Today, I'm going to do a presentation on accessibility for people with vision impairment. Communication on guiding people with vision impairment. In communicating with someone with vision loss, good communication is a key. Here are some tips. When you greet a person, don't forget to say who you are, offer help, rather than assuming the person needs assistance. Speak as you usually would. You don't need to speak loudly or slowly, or words such as look and see. If in a group situation, introduce the person to other members of the group. Make sure you tell the person when you are listening. Giving directions. If a person needs directions, give this clearly and precisely when they are located. Use indicators such as right or left, compass points, or clockwise directions. For example, there is a specific 3 steps to your left, or the drink is at 2 o'clock on the table. Don't point or use vague descriptions such as over there. The north is at 12 o'clock, east is at 3 o'clock, south is at 6 o'clock, yes is at 9 o'clock, and you is in the middle. The small hand is pointing at the 10, and the big hand is pointing at the 2. Dining. When a person enters, greet them and ask if they need assistance. New restaurant. Offer to read the menu, including the process. Some people may be able to read and others may not. Don't ask them if they can read. Just ask them if they can read. Don't assume they can read. Then the food is served. Tell the person about the objects on the table and the position of the food on the plate. Guiding techniques. Guiding techniques enable people who have vision impairment to move through the environment safely and confidently with the assistance of a guide. As a guide, you should provide useful information about the environment you are traveling. Look for potential hazards and think to people behind. Don't let the one person trip over. Initial contact. Ask if assistance is required. If it is, touch the back of the vision impaired person's hand with the back of yours. The person should then be able to hold the arm just above the elbow. Joking. As a guide, make sure you are half a step in front, not positioned side by side, like a girlfriend and boyfriend. This way, the person being guided is able to pick up on the natural body movements and looking and is safe from obstacles. Look at a pace that is comfortable for both of you. Look ahead for obstacles on the ground, to the sides, and at head height. Narrow spaces. Sometimes it is not possible to look to people eye. For example, an passing through a door. Physically indicate this by shifting your arm being held to the center of the back. This way, the person can move in behind you. So you are both in single file. Then you have pass through the screen your arm back in usual position and continue guiding in the original position. Tension sides. Then tension sides. It is safest to stop working. The person places the free hand on the guard's back and then uses the original grip. The person then curls across the guard's back until using the guard's arm on the other hand. Doorways. Then passing through a door, it is easier if the person you are guiding is on the inside of the door. As you get close to the door, explain needs the door opens. For example, towards you or away from you. Open the door using the narrow thrust technique. Stairs and curves. The guide always approaches the stairs slowly, never at an angle, and always stops at the edge. The guide should tell the person if the stairs are going up or down, and should suggest exercise to use a handle if necessary. The guide needs to say, "Don't step ahead of the person being guided. Stop." Then you reach the end of the stairs and indicate the last step, guide dog etiquette. It takes a lot of concentration for a person who has impaired vision to look safely with a guide dog. To help this team focus on its important job, there are a number of things you can do to make sure you remain safe and unharmed. Guide dog, the guide. The guide dog must not be the center of attention. Please don't persuade or others to suck the dog like, "Hello, doggy, play with me." Then it is working. And be careful of the kid. Make sure they don't go near the guide dog. A well-intended part can undo months of training. Please don't grab the person or the dogs from the exactly going to kidnap them. First, ask if they need assistance. When you provide garden assistance, please look on the person's side. It is opposite to the guide dog. Etiquette for pet owners. Please keep the cute pet dog on the leash and under control when out and about. If you see a loose dog, please alert the local council. Don't play with it. If you see a young guide dog, please give it and its handle space. Don't play with the dog, give it space. Then approaching a guide dog team, give the dog, please clarify, please introduce yourself to the person and say you have a dog with you. Interactive activity done.